Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer channel episode, and in today's episode we take a look at an article, review and critique, this time by Rebecca English for the Daily Mail Online. The headline reads, "The Queen flies into Kensington Palace by helicopter to meet Prince Louis for the first time as she brings a hand-picked bouquet of flowers as a gift for the Duchess of Cambridge." So let's explore what this article is all about. So, it says, luckily this time she had no need for a parachute. Obviously referencing the 2012 clip where the Queen was seen leaping from a helicopter in a mocked-up stunt for the opening ceremony of the London Olympics. But yesterday, with no James Bond to keep her company, she was treated to a mere orthodox touchdown on what for her would have been an equally special occasion. The Queen had flown from Windsor to Kensington Palace to see her sixth great-grandchild, Prince Louis, for the first time. Looking happy and relaxed, the 92-year-old monarch clutched a posy of spring flowers, tied with a silver ribbon, presumably a hand-picked gift for her granddaughter-in-law, the Duchess of Cambridge, as she emerged from her burgundy, liveried official helicopter in Perksfield after a 40-minute flight. And there we see the Queen carrying her posy, which actually does look hand-picked, so I would say that could actually be true. And we can see the traditional blanket, which she usually takes with her when she's in a carriage or when she's in some kind of mode of transportation. She does like a blanket. So, the Queen emerges from a helicopter after flying the short journey to Kensington Palace to meet Prince Louis, where she was then driven the short distance to the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's apartment 1A, formerly Princess Margaret's former apartment at Kensington Palace. And there we see a very happy looking Queen, carrying of course her Lorna handbag. The Queen dressed in a headscarf, tweed skirt, pink cashmere jumper and sensible lace-up shoes, and of course, as I just said, carrying her Lorna handbag, laughed and joked with police protection officers. Walking unaided, well of course she was, she glanced towards the growing crowd and smiled before she was driven, a blanket on her knees in her official Range Rover, the short distance to William and Kate's apartment. Why do they still keep calling her Kate? It's Catherine. Although she was there to meet Louis, her visit would no doubt have gone down well with her other great-grandchildren, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, who both adore her. George IV memorably called her Gan Gan. No doubt Gan Gan also had a present for Princess Charlotte, who celebrates her 3rd birthday today, and we also know from the recent Camilla documentary that her grandchildren call her Gan Gan too. And there we see the royal burgundy helicopter. The Queen had been staying at Windsor Castle with Prince Philip, who is recuperating from a hip replacement, when Prince Louis of Cambridge was born on Monday last week. She was one of the first people William telephoned, with the news that his 3rd child had been delivered safely, but until yesterday afternoon he and Kate, Catherine, had not had the chance to introduce him to her. It was decided that they would wait until the Queen returned to London for the start of her working week. There has been no word yet as to whether Prince Charles has been to see Louis, his 3rd grandchild, although I can tell you since this article was published, Prince Charles has gone to see Prince Louis. Earlier, the Cambridges had formally registered Louis's birth, with proud father William signing the certificate witnessed by Westminster City Council Registrar Patricia Gordon. And I've already made a video about that, so let's just take a look at the photographs of the Queen, and there she is getting into her Range Rover to be driven the short distance to see Prince Louis for the first time. And there we have the shot of the Queen being driven off, and the policeman giving a salute. Okay, so there we have it. That was the article. I hope you've enjoyed this article, and of course we now know that the Queen has officially met Prince Louis for the first time. If you have enjoyed this video, then please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me in Shropshire, goodbye.